second year, third semester. Yes, is it audible, my voice? Yes, okay. Listen. So, in the third semester BA history, okay. So, it's starting from block one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five blocks were there. The first block, political history of Mughals, 1526 to 1707. No, no, first block. So, total this in the third semester, you have to learn about from the Mughal empires to till the 1857 Sipai Mutiny. Means before the commence of national movement. So complete Mughal Empire history and the Britishers' colonial rule, East India Company policies, and Maratha wars, and some East India Company policies, how the implementation of policies in India, British policies, and how the British power consolidated in India, and against Britishers, how these Indians are first the princely states against Britishers mutiny. Sipai mutiny also taken place in 1857. So till the 1857 Sipai mutiny, we have to discuss in this third semester. First, in the black one, political history of Mughal empires, Mughal rulers. You know, in the second semester, you till the Delhi Sultans. You studied in the last second semester where you ended the your history in the second sem. Delhi Sultans, like which were ruled in the last slave dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Khalji dynasty, and also Sayyid Lodi. Lodi is a last dynasty which is in the Delhi Sultans. So after Lodi, Ibrahim Lodi, after again the Afghan rulers, Mughals from like Babur, he established the Mughal Empire in India in 1526 April after the war of Battle of First Panipat War, Battle of Panipat won in 1526 April. So, how the establishment of Mughal rule in India? In this Mughal Empire, some of the founder of Mughal dynasty in India, Babur, and after the Humayun, second, and after Humayun, Sher Shah, Sood dynasty ruler, he came from Afghanistan. Sher Shah, after again that Akbar, now Humayun and Akbar, Sher Shah. So these are all great rulers we discuss. Like till Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan and Jahangir. These are all great rulers who consolidated, who engaged power, British power, Mughal Empire, Mughal rule in India. So firstly, how the for the establishment of Mughal Empire in India by Babur, like you know already Delhi Sultan's time for the establishment of Delhi Sultans in India by Tarain Wars. Tarain Wars were caused for the like a Gori Muhammad who consolidated power in India. Muhammad, Ghazni Muhammad and Gori Muhammad. After Gori Muhammad, he is representative, one of the governor Aibak slave dynasty. So that Delhi Sultan's rule completed after Ibrahim Lodi, last ruler. He participated war in the 1526 April First Panipat War between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. So Babur is some introduction about Babur. He belongs to Afghanistan, and his parents Chagatai and Taimur dynasty people, and they are also rulers family in Afghanistan. He lost he ruled Samarkand, Fargana, Kabul regions in Afghanistan. But after his father's death, he lost Fargana, and um, he lost Fargana, and also again he heard about the greatness of India during that time. How the India was at that time full of property, and it's a place, rivers of place, and agriculture, trade. These all some advantages are there. Okay, so in 1526, after Ibrahim Lodi and last ruler of Babur, Jahiruddin Muhammad Babur, full name of Babur, from Afghanistan, and also he lived his father ruled in Fargana and Samarkand region. So then some of wars he lost that he after his death he lost that Fargana also. Then in India he heard about India. Some of the sources for the Mughal Empire history sources are, them some books are there. The great in Persian and Arabic books are there. According to that, Tujki Babari, biography of Babur history, and Humayun Nama, Gulbadan Begum. So important source of Mughal history. They written about Abul Fazl Akbar Nama. According to these books, we sources we are getting the more information about the Mughal Empire history. Like Muntakabul Tawarik Badauni book also explaining about the greatness of Mughals, and Abdul Rahim Khan E Khanan, Padshah Nama, and Tujki Jahangiri, and also some of other travelers, European travelers, also Ralph Fitch, John Milton, Hall, William Hawkins, Edward Terry, Sir Thomas Roe, and Bernier also. Some European scholars they research about Mughals history, and some Persian and Arabic writers also they gave full of information uh, about greatness of Mughal Empire. So conditions preventing the India the eve of Babur's invasion. In 1526, the Jahiruddin Ahmad Babur, what is the situation in India? There is no unity in Rajput rulers in India. Hindu units, that before the Delhi Sultans also, Rajput dynasties, many of them, Chauhans and Gahadwala, Pratihara, Parimara, and Solanki, uh, these all Pala and Sena dynasty, many Rajput dynasties were there, but there is no unity among them. The lack of this unity only, the foreigners, foreigners, they are invited to India. So during the Rajputs, the lack of unity, only Gori Muhammad came to India. He established the Delhi Sultans, Gori kingdom, and after again Lodi, after also same situation, no unity in among the Rajput dynasties. So that's why many against Lodi, the last ruler of Delhi Sultanate, he was in weak in administration, and his officials were against him. Like a dictatorship type of administration done by Ibrahim Lodi. That's why who was working as a governors and representatives under him at the time of Lodi dynasty. So they are against him. They Delhi limited to only Delhi, Bayana, Agra, Chanderi, some places limited. So already reducing the kingdom day by day. The Lodi, because of Lodi weakness. So this is a situation was there, no unity among the Rajputs, and also even in Lodi dynasty, no powerful ruler. So this is a good advantage to the Babur to attack on India, to establish the power in India. So Rajput was split into number of small kingdoms. This is as usual, and also Gujarat, Bengal, Jaunpur, Multan, Khandesh, Kashmir, Malwa, Orissa, Sindh. They are declared themselves as independent because of weakness of rulers. So when the big kingdom is split into small kingdoms, automatically it's to become a weak, and the enemies should come into the power, and easy to tackle, easy to occupy the opponents to establish the power. So this is a splitness. Small kingdom, Mewar kingdom was under the rule of Rana Sangram Singh. In the Deccan, Bahmani kingdoms also, they divided to five kingdoms: Bijapur, Ahmadnagar, Berar, Golconda, Bidar, five kingdoms. So this is the situation at the time of Babur attacking India. Means it's a Rajputs are different kingdoms. Even the South India, also Bahmani sultans. Also they have to split into five kingdoms emerged. So they were involved in a regular wars. The Vijayanagara kingdom was an most powerful condition at the time. Krishna Devaraya was a ruler of the eve of Babur's invasion in India. You have to remember, during the invasion of Babur, the South India, one of the ruler was the great king Sri Krishna Devaraya ruled Vijayanagara dynasty from the 1509 to 1529. So during this period, 1509 to 1529, Sri Krishna Devaraya is ruling to South, one of the greatest dynasty in Vijayanagara. In this time only Bahmani Sultans and Vijayanagara wars are going on between many fightings each other, battles each. So South India also no common administration. And thus, on the eve of Babur attack on India, April 1526, the politically, socially, economically, the country was disunited. So, the politically, socially, and economically also, the country was disunited. The military Ibrahim Lodi also became a weaker. So, this is a situation to Babur is attacking to India. He good advantage to occupy the Indian region. So Babur was burnt on Fargana in the year 1483, and his parents Umar Sheikh Mirza and Qutulug Nigar Khan. So inherited the qualities of Taimur. The father is Taimur and father is Taimur. The mother is Chengiz Khan. Both are the greatest kingdom dynastic uh, hereditary is there to the Babur. Okay, Babur attacks to India in many times in the previous also, 1503. And during that time, in South North India was Rajasthan and Gujarat and Sindh, Multan and Delhi. That was ruled by some of Rajputs and also the Delhi Sultans also there. So first battle 1526, April 21st. April 21st, 1526, first Battle of Panipat was done. In this war, it's a very little army was mostly 12,000 maybe, not in approximately. The 12,000 of army was led by Babar, and 1 lakh army was led by Ibrahim Lodi. So more than 8 to 10 times of more army was there with Ibrahim Lodi, but just very less army with Babur. Even though with disciplinary, with the hard working, with the fighting to with the confidently on Ibrahim Lodi and defeat 1 lakh army by Babur's army. So like this, these all incidents is explained in the Tujki Babari Babar autobiography book was there. That's giving lot of um, information about Babar's history, and also most mostly the Babar battle of after 1526, the battle of Kanwa. Again, first he defeated the Ibrahim Lodi and he's consolidated his power, is strengthened his power, established in power in India. Then second war in 1527, the Battle of Kanwa, the Rajput ruler Rana Sangram Singh was a one of the greatest ruler in Hindu Rajput dynasty, Rajput Confederacy, and a hero of 100 fights was greatly disappointed with Babur's decision to stay in India, the department permanent basis. So challenging and Mughal Badshah Babur. Here in this war, Battle of Kanwa, another Hindu king, Rana Sangram Singh, also defeated in 1527 year CE. He was defeated by Babur. So it's the second war of Babur after establishment the Mughal Empire. So consolidation of Mughal power in India. The Rana Sangram Singh's huge army caused terror in the heart of Babur and the forces. But then Babur encouraged his men with a stirring and impressive speech. Even though when the very less army with Babur, he motivated his small army and given the inspirational speeches and ready to fight with the Hindu ruler Rana Sangram Singh. And it's much better to die with honor than to lie with infantry. So, what is the main slogan of the Rajput kingdoms? Whether he achieve the goal or leave the life with in the war only. That's the main aim of Rajput uh, soldiers. So either you get the victory in the war, other they leave the life in the war only. So that is a 100% confident levels to fight in wars. Is much better to die with honor than to live with infamy. So made them swear to God and would not their face from the warfare. So here in the Battle of Kanwa also, uh, he defeated Rana Sangram Singh. This Battle of Kanwa and Rana Sangram Singh was lost his power and defeated by Babur. This war, Battle of Kanwa, was helped to Babur to consolidate his position in India. Rajput forces gradually became a weaker in the coming days after this battle. So the gradually reducing the power of Rajputs and Hindu rulers. after Kanwa, Battle of Kanwa. So this is the after establishment of our second war. So in 1526 April, first Battle of Panipat War, and 1527 Kanwa War, and third, so some political history I'm explaining only is because of founder of Mughal Empire, Babur. The Battle of Chanderi in 1528. Here also Medini Rai. After Rana Sangram Singh, he also great Rajput ruler Medini Rai in Bundelkhand. It's Bundelkhand and Rana Sangram Singh after the greatest king in Rajputs, Medini Rai, also defeated in the 1528 CE, and the many Rajput women performed Johar to save themselves from the Mughals. You know that Sati system and Johar system, one of the social evils in the past, during the ancient in the Indian history, ancient and medieval time also. In medieval history, Johar and Sati system also there. So Johar means after death of her husband and Rajput rulers, their wives are wantedly they commit with suicide because uh, after death of her husband, they are wantedly they commit to suicide. They leave their life for his husband. That is a Jawhar. So a Jawhar, thousands of women they participated in the Jawhar. Next battle of Gogra in 1529. Here also Afghans, Muhammad Lodi. Again, the Lodi's uh, ruler support who defeated in the Battle of Panipat. They are also in a Battle of Gogra. The extent Babur Empire with many parts of India in North India, Bihar, Bengal, Gwalior, Himachal, Himalaya region, and became the Babur's empire. So main. So Chanderi, Kanwa, Gogra, Babur. So it is a North India, Kabul and Kandahar. In Central Asia, Asia to Bihar. Central Asia to Bihar state. Means at present day it is in Persia and Afghanistan. Persia and Afghanistan, some close to near the Turkey region, and also North India till the Bihar region. It's a much powerful kingdom was emerged by the Babur in India. So Babur's like that he written the own book of Tujki Babari. He done wars with Rajput rulers and Ibrahim Lodi, their son or their family members. So he strengthened, he consolidated the Mughals' power in India. Okay. Next, after Babur, his son Humayun, 1530 to 1540, his two terms, and 1555 to middle Sur dynasty ruler Sher Shah came to India, and he also Afghan ruler. When the Humayun was ruler, so his time again the power is transformed to Sur dynasty. Okay, so difficulty is Humayun. So Humayun also it's not a reformer, it's not a good administration, but it is a very little time he handle the power. And due to this his weakness, the Battle of Kanauj in 1540, Sher Shah, Sur dynasty ruler, third king of in this Mughal, but Sher Shah is not belongs to Mughal dynasty. He belongs to Sur dynasty. Okay, other than Mughal, first ruler in the Mughal dynasty, that is one and only one Sher Shah. So 1540, the Battle of Kanauj, Humayun defeated by him, and Sher Shah was rule to 1540 to 1545. So this is a very important in the Sher Shah administration system. Uh, Very important to It's a Sher Shah administration because he is a role model for Akbar. Now, whatever the yes, who don't shout here, just listen the class. Importance. What is importance? I'm just you listen the class first. After I will. Okay. So Sher Shah is a great ruler in the Sher Shah and Akbar was a role model and administration system was they followed, which is now at present day also in revenue and to maintain the revenue records to create the revenue to the government. Some policies they included, which is a land revenue system or some developmental works, what are they followed. At present day also, it's a model of government. The Humayun after, due to the generally Humayun after Sher Shah came to power, 1540 to 1545. In his he, in Sher Shah was it is Afghanistan. Actual name is Farid. He is Ibrahim Sur is a traded in his grandfather Ibrahim Sur traded with the horse, and as he not able to get adequate income trade, so his was personal biography of Sher Shah. The Sher Shah's father Hassan Khan he became Indian from Afghanistan. Just actually they belongs to Afghanistan, but in Sher Shah father also came and settled in India, and slowly he has to. Hassan Khan did not get proper care and attention due to some. But in in education also, the Farid studied Arabic, Persia, and he worked as a in soldiers as in Sher Shah during the Delhi Sultans. He worked as a soldier, common soldier in the Ibrahim Lodi army. But even though after he is working as a soldier and so head of uh, head of army also he worked. So slowly in the 1540 he observing the he observing to from the Babur at the time of Babur at, establishing the Mughal Empire. He is one of the common soldier in the Ibrahim Lodi dynasty. He observed the Mughal rulers how they are. What is the situation of Mughal rulers and what is the situation of Mughal administration in India? But when the Humayun came to power and how their weak policies are following in the dynasty, so he may take a chance as a to participate the war, the Battle of Kannauj, and defeat the Humayun. In 1540, Sher Shah came to power, and in the Kannauj war, Humayun defeated, and also he administrative policies are very he conquests after he get into power many in 1540 to Malwa. In the middle part of India, Malwa in Madhya Pradesh, that is occupied, and north and south also, which is the border of Malwa is north and south interconnected. The Sher Shah and was the uh, is a great warrior in a Gujarat. He fled to Gujarat. 1543, Sher Shah attacked in kingdom of Mandu, some and defeated ruler, and also in another after different parts of like Maldives, another places, Bihar and Jalore and Jodhpur, where the Hindu dynasties are. These all defeated. He defeat of Maldeva and also conquest of Nagar, Ajmer, what is in Rajasthan. So kingdom was expanded during the time of Sher Shah. Uday Singh submitted Sher Shah without any resistance. Means Uday Singh he helped in attacks. Though Sher Shah conquered many kingdoms in Rajasthan. So within a Rajasthan only many Hindu rulers are small kingdoms are there. He did not annex those territories except Marwar and Raisin. Marwar region, Raisin. So remaining all are he has to annex. He allowed Rajput princes to rule over their kingdoms when they accepted his suzerainty. Means after after defeating the Hindu rulers, those who are surrendering, they have to let them they rule and they take support. They did not occupy. Means with the help of Hindu uh, coordination, Hindu rulers coordination, he ruled. Okay, like Kalanjar, some of in 1545 May 22, the battle of in the Kalanjar, he participated on war, and seriously Sher Shah was burnt, a result of which died in May 22, 1545. Means in the war only for battlefield he died in 1545. So 5 years. It's very very important in the examination point of view also. Sher Shah administration was very important. Explain about the Sher Shah administration. They asked the question. So then, according to the Kanungo, Sher Shah was the greatest administrator and military genetic genius among the Afghans. So, writing about administrative abilities of Sher Shah, Keen observed no government, not even the British, has shown so much wisdom as this pattern. The Sher Shah was a wise, just be benevolent and efficient administrator. Means he gave the very model, where is a uh, government which is helping to all classes people. He took keen personal interest in all matters administration and established a sound system administration empire in his empire. So you know that similarly in the central government and the state government, he like now at present day, what is the administrative support, the coordination of good governance. He appointed the employees and the ministry. The central government, the Sultan was a, in the central government, the Sultan, Wazir, Arij e Mumalik, Diwani, Risalat, Dabiri, Khas, they were very important. So these are the central government body. First position is the Sultan, is ultimate power. All powers with the Sultan in nothing but king. Then after his Wazir, it's a position of finance minister is Wazir. So Sher Shah, like all the medieval sultans, concentrated all the government powers in his own hands. He appointed the ministers who looked after different departments of the government, but his ministers had no decision making powers. They were only executing authorities. The following were the important ministers during the Sher Shah. So the powers are not to the full powers to the ministries, only executive powers. He uh, they have to distribute some powers for them. First, Sultan is a first person. Second, you listen carefully. Wazir in the Sher Shah administration is a very great administration during the Mughal Empire, which is followed by all the kings. First is a foundation of good administration by Sher Shah. This administration was followed by every ruler. It's a model. Almost all Sher Shah administration only continued till the last emperor, but some of changes included by others. But basic structure of administration was not changed at all. From the starting to till the last ruler, major administration policies are continued, which is implemented by Sher Shah. So first position is Wazir was a finance minister at present day revenue and finance minister. He was head of the department of Diwani Wizarat and looked after the income and expenditure of the government. Okay, Wazir, Sher Shah administration. I am explaining you. The Sher Shah administration is very important in this part. This Sher Shah administration is a model for Akbar administration. So Akbar and Sher Shah, both these two kings are the main pillars which were imprinted this administration system in the medieval period. Uh, so that administration only at present day also many they are following. So Wazir, okay, Wazir was the finance minister. And second, Arij-e-Mumalik. Arij-e-Mumalik was the head of the department of Diwani Arij. He was a minister of charge of army, in charge of minister of in charge of army. So which is army was under control him, and he guided, he recruited, and giving salaries and also training and plan make a plan to wars with other opponents and to lead the armies three what is the infantry, camel, and horse army, infantry. These all four type of armies should led by this Ariji Mumalik, and to successful achievement is planning only to for defeating the opponents and to strengthen the power of Mughals, and always make a planning to the perfect planning by war for the wars. So army maintaining is a Arish-e Mumalik and Diwani Rasalat. Diwani Rasalat is a foreign affairs minister. At present day, Indian foreign minister who are there, that is a equal position to the during the Mughals. Diwani Rasalat. Diwani Rasalat. He is a foreign affairs minister. Okay. So foreign affairs minister means at that time neighboring kingdoms and also to maintain the relations and which is the friendly relations or enemy relations and trade or business. What is the link to other parts of the other kingdoms? So that is the in charge of Diwani Risalat was the foreign minister, foreign affairs ministry. So for a present day foreign minister. Okay. Next to Dabiri Kas. Dabiri Kas was the head of the department of Diwani Insha. It's looked after the internal correspondence of the state, so which is internal issues. The royal proclamations and orders were sent by the minister. Royal proclamations means what are the decision making? It's no, circulars or orders given by the king, sultan, that is implemented within the internal uh, side of a country or kingdom. Okay, beside the above mentioned ministers, the Qazi, who was the highest judge, next only to the Sultan, and Barid Mumalik, who was the head of intelligence. It's very important. Barid E. Mumalik is a at present day intelligence for they are what is the actual situation, the opinions of the public, and their day to day some what is happening in the kingdom. They have to information is giving to the king. So intelligence, Divan, what is it? Baridi Mumalik is a intelligence officer. So Divani Dabiri Kas is a department of internal proclamations orders, implementation of internal proclamations orders like that. And Kazi means who is at present day, it's a judge to severe crimes and to interrogate the crimes and to punish the criminals and what is happening the in the wrongs is going on in the kingdom and to reduce the crime rate. Okay, so these all punishments done by the judge. The judge is a Qazi. And army like Alauddin Khilji and Sher Shah maintain the standing army. Means standing armies which are ready to fight at any time. Standing army they maintain, even though in Delhi Sultans also, Delhi Sultans kings they maintain the standing army which is not come out is a essential time only, which is the compulsory time only. It's come out. So under the that standing army under the control of king. So in the battlefields, it's a very important role played that standing army they maintain. His army consisted of cavalry, infantry, elephants, and artillery. The practice of maintaining the list of soldiers existed, and practice of branding horse was followed by the Sher Shah. The provincial governor subordinates rulers and nobles also and their own armies. The soldiers were paid their salaries in cash with officers were given jagirs. You know that previously, the time of Alauddin Khilji, he gave the salaries, salaries to the soldiers. But when it comes to the Sher Shah, he gave the jagirs. Jagirs means land. The land is they have to uh, the land they have to distribute the land for the those who are for them means soldiers are getting salary instead of salary they have to get some lands. That is the jagirs we can call. Okay, branding horses to maintain the horse army, camel, and elephantry. So these all subordinate rulers also they come into the field during the war. So income and expenditure also one separate department. Source of income is land revenue, tax, trade, and comes, and also 1/5 of gain from the wars, tax 1/5. So those in the wars who defeated by them in that defeated kingdom should pay 1/5 of tax sum. The expenditure, the main items of expenditure were the army and wars, salaries of civilian staff, maintenance by the royal household. So like this administrative system, the Abiri Khas, the Diwani Risalat, army, the Wazir, and Ariji Mumalik, he maintained that. So revenue administration is a very important to Sher Shah's revenue administration. The land revenue was the chief source of income. Means at that time, the land revenue, main income source to the kingdom, land revenue. That land revenue, Sher Shah's land revenues administration was based on the principles of welfare of the peasants and uninterrupted regular income of the government to the government. So peasants, when they are the land is after production, agriculture, he gave full first preference to develop the agriculture, then to collect the taxes regularly. The system of revenue administration was one of the best in the medieval period. The following were the important features of Sher Shah land revenue. It's very important. Some of important land revenue methods during the Sher Shah period. Land was classified into three categories, the based on production from the land, produce. So the based on the agriculture production, which is a highly produced, which is a medieval, which is a very less crop, means which is a first grade land, which is a highly agriculture production. First grade land, highly agriculture. He measured the land. Sher Shah, he measured land and to categorize the land, three categories, which is the high produced crops, crop production, so medieval produced crop production, and less production of crops. Okay, so the based on the this production, he decided to the tax system. Land was measured according to the uniform system. Okay, means land measured and to categorized, and which category that land they have to pay the that kind of land. It's a highly production of crops, and very middle production of crops, and very less. So based on the production, they have to decide the tax. One by third of the produce was collected as a tax. It's very important to remember this, everyone. Sher Shah collected the one by third of tax from production, from the farmer's production. The agriculture farmer, how much is producing the crop, in that entire one by third he has to pay as a tax to the kingdom. One by third. Tax was collected by in the cash, but sometimes payment in the kind was also allowed. Okay, as a crop production or cash. The peasants had to pay Jaribana and Mahaselana towards the above mentioned two end of the produce was collected. Surveyor's fees, that is called as a Jaribana. Jaribana means who surveyed land. He has to give some money for them. And Mahaselana, tax collector fees. Surveyor's fees and tax collector who is collecting for them also they have to pay. Towards the above mentioned item, two end of the products was collected. Two end of. The Sultan issued instruction to the revenue officials that generosity can be shown in the time fixing the revenue, and fixed should strictly collected. Once they categorize the land, how much they decided to pay the tax, it should be strictly collected by the officials, because the taxes are the main income source to the kingdom. Taxes are main income source to kingdom. So that income again to re-expend for the development of the people. So the peasants' welfare is a main important. Sometimes when the crop failure in his kingdom, farmer should not pay tax, any kind of taxes. The tax should be exempted during the period of uh, natural calamities like disasters, like over floods and which is a heavy rains or with crop failures time. The tax was banned. Tax was cancelled by the king. So for the convenience of farmer. So that is the main thing. He think about the welfare of the people. That's why he take a decision to favorable or welfare of the peasants. The first king who is medieval to think about the agriculture, the Delhi Sultans was started. So in the firstly, only they concentrate on the tax collection only. But in the Mughal period, Sher Shah, for the supporting to the farmer agriculture production and for the benefit, Sher Shah believed that prosperity of the kingdom depend on the peasants. Means the peasants' efforts, farmers' efforts only to develop the kingdom, because main agriculture production they are only doing. So he took steps in the safeguarding the interests of the peasants or farmers. Care was taken to see the crops were not destroyed during wars, and oppressive officials were punished. So during the wars time also, it's very important. Any king not done this time of this kind of in the wars time. The fields, agriculture fields, should not destroy any soldier. When the war is going on, that crops are these will be destroyed by the. But in this time, in the wars also, is there any crop failure destroying during the wars? And oppressive officials were punished. Those which person can reason to destroy the crops during the wars time. So he get punished by the Sher Shah. Like a Sher Shah administration is like this. Next, trade and commerce also. Sher Shah has adopted a number of administrative measures in the promotion of trade and commerce. Duty and the commodities was collected and all to places. Once at the place where they entered is empire, and then in market, now new roads were led linking important places, means to building of roads and for the convenience of traders he done. And he built many, if any merchants did during his travel, his property was guarded and returned to the his family. So here he take care about the uh, merchants and trade persons who are for getting help. So merchants and traders also convenient tax system because they have to servicing to people. Next, justice and police department and equal justice courts. That only they followed shariats according to Quran, judicial authority, and Qazi is Munsif and Qazi were the judges, Paraganas, and the kingdom was provincial administration. The kingdom is divided as now sarkars and paraganas and villages. Shikdari Shikdaran, who is a person main in the administrator, means one of the Shikdari Shikdaran was a responsible for the maintaining of law and order in the sarkar. So total Mughal Empire divided as a three parts: sarkars, paraganas, and villages. So again, the sarkar from Sikhs. Sikh means Shikdaran, provincial administration. So now at present day, government, central government and state government and local government, like how division was there, same way that is a central government and state government, local government, how it was there, same here, sarkars and parganas and villages. Okay, here provincial administration, Kanungo, one of the regarding existence of subas. So kingdom is Subha, Paraganas and Sarkars, like that division was there. So police officials, the local officials were made responsible for the detection of criminals. So justice, the courts established to appoint the judiciary officials to give the equal justice for the people. Like this, good and model administration was implemented by Sher Shah. Okay, the Sher Shah after Akbar in the Mughal period, the Sher Shah administration is very important. You have to remember, and Babur and Humayun and Sher Shah. Then after Akbar, okay. So in the Mughal period, Akbar 1556 to 1605. After Sher Shah, Sher Shah is a Su dynasty. So you remember, Sher Shah administration was a model for Akbar. Okay, the same, the Sher Shah was, he fixed the revenue system is a famous and welfare of the peasants and welfare of the traders and merchants and convenient to tax system he followed, and also he cancelled the taxes during the uh, natural calamities time or disaster time or heavy floods time, crop failure time. He banned the taxes. He has to think about the development of the people, not in the selfish way. It's a king's rule only, but his welfare he followed. It's a king's rule only, but welfare type of administration, welfare government, that only. People's development, welfare type of government he followed. Okay, the Sher Shah administration. And similarly, Akbar, then Akbar also in 1556, After Sher Shah, again Humayun take a power in the 1 year, 1555 to 56. He came back to Mughal ruler. Again 1 year after, uh, Akbar at the time of 14 years, Humayun again came to power, and he protected 1 year rule only. He done ruled 1 year. In 1556, after the death of Humayun and the Battle of Panipat to 1556, Bairan Khan, under the gardening of Bairan Khan in Hemu Rajput ruler in 1556, Hemu and Akbar. The war was done between Hemu and Akbar. Hemu Raj, Hindu king, it's a Rajput king. Between two, war was done, but at this time, the Akbar is at the time of this war 14 years, but he guided by Bairan Khan, who is the army chief under Humayun. He make him to training to Akbar education and wars and what is good administration qualities. This all followed, giving training to the Akbar. And 1556, Akbar as a king, he come into throne under the support of by the support of Bairan Khan. So he also the great ruler, like nothing but is a secular ruler in Mughal entire all kings. Entire in the Mughal rulers, Akbar is a secular king. He treated as the same manner equal preference given to all religions. He did not stick to the Islam, but in the first in the Babur and Humayun and Sher Shah also, they followed strictly the Islam religion. They developed Islam religion. They concentrated to develop the Islam. But when it comes to the Akbar period, Akbar is give, treated as the same preference for all religion. So about Akbar, we will discuss in the next class, Unit 3, in Black 1, Unit 3, Akbar's history, greatness of Akbar, what is policies he followed, how the Akbar rule was there, what is the achievements of Akbar, administration system of Akbar, we will explain in the next class. Okay.